And you come alone?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey also, good morning from Paris. I had a crazy night last night trying to get a hotel and stuff. So here's a clip of me explaining. Hi everyone. I got into Paris around midnight. I flew from Madrid to Paris. I got there at midnight. My phone was dying. The charger that I had was somehow not working. So I didn't know what to do at all. I was in the airport like panicking, not knowing how to get to my Airbnb. My Airbnb, it was 30 minutes away from the airport. The Uber was about $50 getting from the airport to the Airbnb. But I knew that price beforehand already. I didn't want to take an Uber because I wanted to be on a budget and I wanted to take the bus instead. But since my phone was dying, I went ahead and just got my Uber, and it was midnight and I was trying to go see the Eiffel Tower as soon as I can. And so I got to my Airbnb. It was a street that had a lot of bars and restaurants. It was pretty busy and I was overwhelmed. And I got outside the gate of where my Airbnb was, and my host was not messaging me at all. I haven't heard from my host, which was probably a bad sign, I understand. But I did book this just like 2 days beforehand. And I've had pretty good experience with Airbnb. So I did trust Airbnb on this one. But I got there, I called Airbnb and they were like, take a picture of everything, send it to us, and then we'll try to contact the host. So obviously the host was not contacted. They told me to go buy a hotel with my own money, which I did not have because, by the way, this trip was so last minute. This is a whole nother story, by the way. And I had enough money to book my Airbnb, get back to where my place was at in Portugal, and then be able to come back to the US. That's all that I needed, really. I'm usually the person who has enough money for an emergency, but due to just the circumstances of this situation, I just didn't have it. And so the Airbnb people, they did take a while to get back to me. And so I was calling my dad, I was calling some of my friends. I was like, I don't know what to do. And so I didn't want to be in the street, out of the street anymore, because there were a lot of drunk people there. And so I decided to just go ahead, get an Uber near the Eiffel Tower, so at least I can be somewhere that I am pretty familiar with in a way. And I got to the Eiffel Tower. I did see it sparkle around 1 a.m. before it went out, and I think that was a good experience for me. However, I was still on the phone with one of my friends at the time, and I was just like, I was crying. I didn't know what to do. I'm in a whole foreign country, not knowing how to speak French, and I'm not the type of person at all to just not have a backup plan. And unfortunately, that's one of those things where you book a flight so last minute, you just don't know what to do. You don't have anything. So this situation was pretty unusual, and I happened to be stuck in it. But I was just on the phone crying, not knowing what to do, because I was calling every single hotel, and every one of them was booked. And so finally, I was crying. By the way, I say this all the time to people. I was crying by the Eiffel Tower with rats running all around me with no place to stay at and a book bag and people all around me. So that was really overwhelming. Anyways, the Airbnb people called me back and they were like, hey, we will refund you if you can find a hotel. And I was like, well, I can't find a hotel. And so I believe they did help me find a hotel for the night. No, oh, no, scratch that. I found a hotel that was further away and it was called the Cube. And you'll see clips of it later. And yes, so I got in there and I took the Uber back to my hotel, the Cube, and the hotel is beautiful. So I really think I ended the night well. I had a good place to stay at, which was probably a lot better, like 1,000 times better than my Airbnb. So I was very thankful for that. I was also very thankful for Airbnb because they did pay for my hotel the first night and the second night. However, when I was talking to them on the phone the next morning, they told me they were only gonna pay for the first night. And I was like, sir, I paid for my Airbnb for 2 nights. You're just not gonna leave me out hanging by just paying for my first night here. And so they did pay for everything. They even paid for my Uber from the airport to my original Airbnb. So I'm very grateful for that. I had a good time in Paris. This was a crazy story and I was just stuck in a very bad situation that I was able to get out of. I was very grateful to get out of. And yeah, and it's definitely a story I would tell for the rest of my life. So here's the clips. This is my hotel room that I'm going to be staying at for the night. Look at that full body mirror. Hi. Another mirror. Another one. TV. This artwork. Beautiful. And this is the toilet. Let me see what they have like for the view. Probably nothing. Oh, that's the front desk. Oh my gosh. They can see what I'm doing. To leave my hotel room, and this is the little view. It's called Cube. It's called Cube because there's a actual cube right in the middle. But yeah, it's really pretty. I'll open it up. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. And I absolutely still in love with that. And the bathroom, y'all, yes, I love this. Hi everyone, so we are in the lovely streets of Paris. There's some buildings that I don't know nothing about. Y'all, this was legitimately like insane. Insanely beautiful. And you can see the Eiffel Tower back there too. So the Ark and the pyramids over there. This is the other side. currently raining. Okay, so this is the gardens of Champs-Élysées, I think. So throughout this whole like thing going to the art, it's actually a lot of shops. Okay, so we're inside the art right now, like below ground. And we're going to take the metro. The police just casually riding horses. Here's the Eiffel Tower. All I keep thinking about is that TikTok sound that says, okay, let's go. Here's a cross. There's so many people, y'all. Okay, so I made it to the iconic Love Lock Bridge. Obviously, they don't have the locks anymore because the bridge was like tearing down. But yeah. Y'all, so it's storming here and I'm freezing. I don't have no jackets or anything, but I'm heading to Notre Dame Cathedral and hopefully there's something there where I'm cold. There's a Notre Dame, and this is beautiful. It's so beautiful here. Look at that. Beautiful. We're now going to my Airbnb for the night for like 2 hours and then leaving. Gosh, I can't see. Voila. So cute. Let me see. Oh wow, this is the cutest. Oh my god. It's so cute. Okay, y'all, so I apologize because I wanted to show y'all like other stuff too because it's so cute. Like my hotel room last night was honestly so good. I didn't think it could be better. I didn't even think this would be as good as it is, but let me show y'all. Okay, so again, this is it. You walk to your right and the toilet's right there. Really decent, good lighting. Then you walk over here and the window is over there and the little desk. And here's the bathtub that I'm definitely gonna use because I'm only staying here for like 2 hours. And I'm sad because this is, I can't believe it. Like, this is such a good hotel room. I'm so sad. But yeah, y'all look. I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh, it's like fake grass. That's crazy. But over here, it's another window. Open it. Boom. So cute. Again. So the other video got cut off, but these are so cute. Like the France colors. And they also gave me a free drinks that I can't even use. I'm so sad. Oh my gosh. Just filling it up. And then here we go. Right here. Here's a good view. Honestly, all we're missing right now is like a bottle of wine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's gonna close on its own.
I love it. Yes. What did you do?
I just went to the Eiffel Tower,
Yep.
the Arc. I was walking from my hotel to the bus stop to take me to the airport, but I couldn't find the bus stop. There's so many bus stops, but I couldn't find a specific bus stop that I could get into. And so there were a bunch of just men around me that I felt uncomfortable being around. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And I did not have enough money to take a almost $100 Uber to the airport. And so I was just walking around, but then there was this one man that approached me and asked me for a smoke. And I was like, no, I don't have any smoke. And then he started asking me questions. He was like, hey, where are you going? And I somehow just trusted this man. I told him I'm going to the airport. Here's a clip.
I
love it.
Yes. What did you do?
I just went to the Eiffel Tower,
Yep.
the Arc.
And you come alone?
Yeah.
Oh my god. From US?
Yeah.
And in Portugal, how many times you stay?
2 weeks.
You have family or friends?
Yeah, I have friends. And so he was like, here, I'll take you to the bus stop that you need to go, and they'll take you right onto the airport. And y'all, I didn't have any options but to follow this man. I just needed to get to my airport so I can get to Portugal. And so he was really nice, honestly, an angel sent from God. He was telling me all types of things. Why would you tell a stranger you're in Paris, in a foreign country, by yourself? I did that. Like, as you can see in the video, I don't know why I did that, but I just like trusted him. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I got home safe. I was fine. Just don't do that if you're traveling. Please don't. Maybe I wasn't thinking, but as I was recording that, y'all, I was really like, I need to start recording just in case like I get kidnapped. But like, I don't like, why would I record if somehow I was like, I'm gonna get kidnapped, this guy's gonna take my phone, no one will ever see this footage anyways. And so he took me to the bus stop. We had a really good conversation, and I got home. I got to the airport safely. I got to my flight. I was able to eat. Okay, y'all, so I'm back in Portugal. I'm so tired. I barely got any sleep in the last couple of days. And today we'll be exploring Porto, and I'm just tired. I need to go to sleep, but it's okay. I only live once. So I know the last clip I was saying I'm tired, and you know, YOLO, whatever. But honestly, I would do this again in a heartbeat. I would lose every sleep just to be able to go to a new city, explore iconic things. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm so emotional. But yeah, I love traveling. I hate the fact that, you know, I don't get to share this with other people, but it's something memorable for me. Okay, so I also did not film an outro for this vlog, so I'm doing that right now. As you can see, I had a pretty rough start in Paris, but I did see so many things. After the first night, I went and just did a lot of walking around pretty popular places, and it was raining, and I think it's very Paris to be cloudy and rainy. I like the vibe, but I didn't even have an umbrella. I was wearing a dress. It was a lot of people, but I did have a good time. Then I decided to I think it was around afternoon, I decided to check into my next hotel for the night, and I dropped off my book bag and only took the important things into where I was going. So then I went sightseeing, things like that, and then I went back to my hotel to just kind of rest for a little bit before I went back to go on the metro and go see the Eiffel Tower. So I was able to get on. No, wait, honestly, no, I was not able to actually get into the metro because the Eiffel Tower sparkles last at 1 a.m. and it was like 12:45 and the metro was not there, so I decided to just Uber there since it's like 10 minutes. So I got to near the Eiffel Tower around 12:55, and I was able to see it sparkle one last time before it got dark. And after that, I think I took an Uber back to my place. I slept for about a good 2 hours, and I went off to the airport, took a bus there at like 3 a.m. I was in the Portugal airport. I think I was in Porto airport. I was in the Porto airport, was waiting there for a couple minutes because I was meeting some people in Porto to go explore Porto. And I was just waiting, and these are people I know. And so I was just waiting for them, and I got really emotional just because I was like, I've had such a wild, crazy weekend, and all my family and friends were all back in the States, and I was just here by myself. And I've used the word overwhelming a lot here in these videos, but I was truly overwhelmed. I like to travel. I really have been traveling by myself, but this was my first time traveling out of the country by myself. It was the first experience, and there were so many cultural shocks that occurred to me that has happened. But yeah, I just got really emotional at the airport. I was like, I wish I don't want to. I was kind of like in a bridge of like, I would do this all over again. And right now, from standing here in November 2023, I would do that all over again. But at that time, I was like, I don't ever want to do that again. I want someone here with me to just share these experiences with me, because it does get lonely. If you're a solo traveler, it does get lonely. And that's something I'm pretty sure people talk about, but it's once you experience it, it's just not good. But I had a good experience. I have so many stories to tell to my children and my grandchildren. It's like that mom lore. You know, people talk about dad lore. I have mom lore. But yeah, I had a good time. Paris. Paris was good. It's just like people romanticize Paris like New York City. I love New York City. I romanticize New York City, and I loved it. But Paris is just so iconic. But I think it's just a little. I don't want to say it. There's so many. Let me just put it this way. There's so many places you can visit within Europe, or even just United States. If you're in the United States, or if you're in Europe, or if you're in Asia, or anywhere in this world, there's so many beautiful places that you can visit. But I know Paris is iconic, and I know everyone will want to at least see it once in their life. And I encourage that. Go see Paris. People have different experiences, but as someone who've had their experiences, who experienced what I experienced this past weekend, the weekend that I was there, I just I saw the true colors of Paris. That's all I'm gonna say. I had fun, y'all. Shout out to I feel like his name is Amir. Shout out to Amir at the bus stop at 3 a.m. Somehow, my guardian angel. I hope we cross paths again because you probably saved my life. So shout out to Amir. Okay, so thank y'all for watching. See y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.